Hello students, in last lecture we have studied about the law of conservation of energy. Now you know what is the statement of that law. The energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It only converts from one form to another form, and the total amount of energy in this universe remains constant. Okay, so this is the statement, and in today's lecture we have to study about the free fall, and in this topic also we will get the same conclusion. Okay, now let's see first what do you mean by free fall. So consider if an object is at height h, and if we release that object from that height h, then it is pulled towards the earth due to the gravitational force that we know all. It means that object is falling in the influence of the gravitational force, and that is called as the free fall of the object. Okay, got it? So let us consider, in this case we have to consider three different heights, and in these three different positions we have to see what is the kinetic energy and what will be the potential energy of that object, and from that kinetic and potential we have to find out the total energy of the object as these different positions. Okay, so let's consider first a diagram. Consider an object is at height h from the ground surface. So this is the ground surface, that is point C, and the object is at height h. So this is height h from the ground surface. Consider this is position A. Okay, so first that object is at height h, means at position A. Then after that consider the another position B, which is at a distance x vertically below that position A. Okay, means this point B or that position B is at a distance x vertically below that position A. Okay, then what is this distance? Means from B to C, that should be h minus x. So let us write here h minus x. Okay, now after that we have to study what will be the kinetic energy, what will be the potential energy at these three different positions. So first we have to consider about position A. Okay, position A, and now let us find out the kinetic energy at that position A. So what is the formula for the kinetic energy? Formula is half mv square. Got it? Now let's see in this case what happened. As the object is at rest at position A, okay, initially that object will be in rest position at that position, and in that case the initial velocity of the object that should be 0. So in this case the initial velocity of the object will be 0, and therefore the kinetic energy, means in this case this v is nothing but the initial velocity u, and that will be 0. Therefore the kinetic energy will be 0, means at position A this kinetic energy will be 0. Okay, now let's see how to find out the potential energy. In previous lectures we have studied all these derivations for kinetic as well as potential energies. Okay, now what is the potential energy then? So let us substitute here formula. What is the formula? mgh, and we know that object is at height h from the ground surface, okay, at this position A. Therefore the potential energy is mgh. Now how to find out then total energy? So this total energy is nothing but the sum of kinetic and potential energy. So let us take the sum of this kinetic as well as potential energies. So the kinetic energy is 0 at position A, and the potential energy is mgh. It means the total energy at position A is mgh. So from this conclusion we can say that the total energy at position A, means at height h, that will be purely potential. Okay, there is no kinetic energy at position A. And now let us see for the second position. It means at position B. Now let us write the formula here. At position B, at position here A, the total energy that is equal to 0 plus mgh. Okay, and that is equal to mgh. So this is kinetic and this is potential. So this will be the total energy mgh. Now consider about position B. Position B. So at position B, again we can say that the velocity when the object is released from that position A and when it reaches to point B, then consider the velocity of the object at point B will be Vb. Okay, consider that velocity is Vb. And now we have to find out the first total energy. Sorry, first we have to find out the kinetic energy at position B, and then we have to find out its potential energy and then total energy. So let us first find out the kinetic energy at position B. So kinetic energy, before that, what is the formula for kinetic energy? Half mvb square. But in order to find out that value of Vb, we have to use one more formula. According to the equations, there are three equations of motion, and we have to use here the third equation. What is that? V square is equal to u square plus twice as. Okay, this is the equation of motion, third equation of motion. And in this formula, what is the value of V? That is Vb. So you can take here Vb square is equal to u square. Now what is the initial velocity? Initially the object is at rest position. So the initial velocity will be 0 plus here 2 as it is. Now the object is moving under the influence of gravitational force. So we have to take here gravitational acceleration, that means g. Okay, and what is the distance covered when that object reaches at point B? That will be the x. Okay, because the distance covered, what is that s? That is the displacement or that distance covered, and that is x. Means when it releases from A and reaches to point B, it covers this distance x. So instead of this s, we can write x. So Vb square, that is equal to twice gx. And now let us find out the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to half mvb square. Okay, half mvb square, because the velocity we consider that is Vb at position B. Now substitute the value of Vb here. So we get half m as it is and Vb square. What is the value of Vb square? That is twice gx. Twice gx. Now this 2 and 2 get cancelled and we get the kinetic energy that is equal to mgx. Okay, mgx. Now after that we have to find out the potential energy at position B. So let's find out the potential energy at position B. And what is the formula? mgh. Okay. Now what is the height of the object? What is that h? That is nothing but the height of the object from the ground surface, and the height will be h minus x. So instead of this h, we have to take h minus x. Okay. So let us write here h minus x. And now let us simplify this. So we will get this term like this, mgh minus mgx. Okay. So this is the potential energy. Remember always, in order to find out the kinetic energy, we have to first find out the value of that Vb. Okay. And for potential energy, we have to take the value of that h, proper value of that height. And then now take the sum of that kinetic and potential energy. Now let's see the total energy, that is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Let us take the addition. So what is the kinetic energy? mgx. And what is the potential energy? mgh minus mgx. Got it? And then we can cancel these two terms, mgx minus mgx. So these two terms gets cancelled and we get the total energy, that is mgh. So let us write here mgh. Okay, so we will get such formula for the total energy. Now you can see from the first position, means at position A, the total energy is mgh, and at position B also the total energy is mgh. It means that total energy of the object remains constant. Got it? That is the law of conservation of energy. Okay, now let's write this formula here. So let us write here the total energy, that is equal to kinetic plus potential. What is the kinetic? mgx plus potential mgh minus mgx, and the total energy then mgh. Okay, so this is the kinetic and this is the potential energy, and the total will be mgh. Now let's talk about the position C. Means when the object reaches at the ground, then what will be the kinetic energy and what will be the potential energy of that object. Okay, so let's see third, that is the position C. Okay, so in this case what happened? First we have to find out the kinetic energy. Again at position C, let us consider the velocity of the object, that is nothing but vc. Okay, and now again we have to find out the velocity by using this formula. What is the formula? That is the third equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square plus twice a s. Okay, and now let's see, let us substitute the values in this formula. Substitute the value of v, that is vc. So vc square is equal to u, that means the initial velocity, and object is initially at position A, which is at rest. So the initial velocity should be 0 plus this twice as it is. Then that instead of A we have to take g, because that object is falling under the influence of gravitational force. So we have to take g here. And what is the distance covered by the object? What is the distance covered by the object? That is nothing but h, that is the total height. Okay, so this displacement h, that is s is equal to h. It means we will get the value of vc square, and that is twice gh. And now after that we have to find out the kinetic energy by using the same formula. So what is the formula? Half mvc square. Okay, so by using this formula we have to find substitute the value of that vc here. What is the value of that vc square? That is twice gh. So let us substitute here half as it is, then this m, and what is vc square? Twice gh. Now these 2 and 2 get cancelled and we get the kinetic energy, that is mgh. Got it? So in this way we will find out the kinetic energy at position C. Then after that we have to find out the potential energy. What is the formula for potential energy? mgh. But you can see that object is at the ground surface at position C. So the height of the object will be 0, and so let us substitute the value of that h, that is 0, and hence the potential energy is 0 since h is equal to 0 at position C. Okay, so in this way we will get the kinetic energy and potential energy. And now let us add these two, so we will get the total energy. So total energy is equal to kinetic plus potential. So what is the kinetic? mgh, and that potential, that is 0. So mgh plus 0, it is nothing but mgh. Okay, and now let us see here what is the total energy at position C also? That will be the same, that is mgh. Now let us write all these formulas here. So at position C, the total energy, that is the kinetic plus potential, it means mgh plus 0, and that is equal to mgh. Now from all these three topics, from all these three equations, you can conclude that the total energy of the object at any position remains constant. Okay, when the object is at height h, the total energy is purely potential. Got it? Because the kinetic is 0 at position A, so that total energy is purely potential. So that object has potential energy when it is at particular height h. Then after that, when that object is released from that height h, then that potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy. Okay, so at position B, when it reaches at position B, the total energy is partially kinetic and partially potential, but the total energy remains constant. Okay, you can see from this formula, at position A also the total energy is mgh, and B also the total energy is mgh, and last at position C, the total energy is purely kinetic. You can see this is the kinetic energy, potential is 0 here, so total energy is purely kinetic. It means what? When the object is released from height h, then it possesses, first it possesses potential energy, and when it is start to release or start to fall down, that potential energy slowly gets converted into kinetic energy, and when it reaches at the ground surface, the total energy should be kinetic and potential becomes 0. Okay, so this is also the example of law of conservation of energy. But the topic, the heading of the topic, that is the free fall, means under free fall of the object, the total energy of the object remains constant. Okay, so this is the meaning of this topic. Okay, so now let's stop here. Thank you and have a nice day.